Credit Union, your St. Louis
Fan Report and aloha. Welcome to the St. Louis Fan Report. I'm Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, and I'm your host on the pregame show that has you involved. We talk to you about what's going on as the Blues are going into the desert to face their nemesis. Yes, I said that, nemesis. I looked at a stat here just a little while ago that almost blew my mind. Since, and I want to make sure I get this right because that's how much it blew my mind. 2017-18, Coyotes are 11-4-2 against the Blues. Let me say that again. The Coyotes, since 2017 and 18, are 11-4-2. They're 67, 72, 18, and 4 all time, meaning the Blues have a little bit better record against them. But, you know, the recent record, they've had our number, and we're going to get to see Dmitry Jaskin. That's right, Dmitry Jaskin, former Blue, who went over to the KHL and tore it up, is on there. And then we'll get to see our former goaltender, Carter Hutton. Now, Carter Hutton started the first game of the season and got shelled, gave up 8 goals. I mean, he just got ripped to pieces. I hope that doesn't, I mean, I don't want him to get ripped to pieces tonight, but I'd like to see the Blues come out and really have a strong showing. I hopefully sent Ashley the invite. Yeah, I did. Hopefully she'll be popping on soon. I'm not sure. But hey, guys, this is time. Let's talk about some Blues. I got Kevin Nash saying hi. I got Mary Ann saying evening. Don Hefner saying morning. He's getting ready for work. Chris Lambert's here. Kyle Hauser, we have struggled against them. A lot of different team this year, though. Joshua says not worried. We got this. And Brad Pond says sometime I want to come up to St. Louis Blues to watch a hockey game. Brad, we would love to have you come to St. Louis. I haven't seen one there for a while. I'd love to. The last game I seen there was Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals. So the last time I saw the Blues play was a loss. So not there. Okay, she's sharing away. Thank you, Ashley. I'm kind of backing off the sharing. I'm letting other people do it now. I'm just going to put it in those 4 spots that I put it in. My Facebook page, the BlueNote Fan Report Facebook page, the BlueNote Fan Report on YouTube, and the Hawaii STL Blues Fan on Twitter. And then from Twitter, I'll probably share it in a few other spots. Yeah, interesting thing that is getting. Jason Hurst says, "What's up?" Hey, Jason, how you doing? Chris Lambert says, "I think we got this one tonight. It's curious as to how Klim Kostin will do tonight." See, that's an interesting change. So now I'm surprised that you're putting Kostin in and taking Neal out. Now, I get Neal wasn't going to play every game, but I don't see taking Neal out. I mean, the power play wasn't bad. It was, I think, 1 for 3. Penalty kill went 0 for 3 and only allowed 3 shots, which is really good. Overall, special teams were good. Neal was all over the place. The one concern that I have with Kostin is penalties. And he has shown that he will take bad penalties. In fact, I think that's the reason he hasn't been up as much as we think he should, right? And even in the prospect tournament, he took some bad ones. All points are important. Full 3 tonight. Not sure what you mean there, bud. Matt Lowe, Neal was good, but I still want to see Kostin. He deserves a chance. He does, but is there someone else we could have taken out, right? I actually would have taken Neighbors out. I know he was all over the puck, but remember, you only get 9 games with him. I'd like to see. No, the Kraken are getting. It was 5-1 last I looked. They were getting destroyed. I would like to see Neighbors get more divisional games. Well, this is a divisional game, but I don't know. I'd like to see him get a few different games. I'm not completely sold on him getting his 9 games right off the bat. You know, that could be a bad thing. I'd really like to see just get around. Jason Hurts says Neal's got a little age. How's his legs if he was playing? You know, that's a good point. Sammy Helms asked 9 games. Why? Okay, Sammy. I'll explain this as best I can. So when you sign a player to a deal, it doesn't start until they play. If they're minors eligible or juniors eligible, they have to play 10 games before that deal starts. So if he only plays 9 games, he can go down to the minors or he can go to his junior team and still have another year before he would get into restricted free agency. So that's where I'm at there. Matt Lowe says it depends on if Neighbors will be here for more than 9 games too. You're right. And at the moment, I don't see it. Right now, the Blues don't have a great, I can't think of, who was the last teenager? I mean, the last teenager I think we had might have been Thomas, right?
Thomas when we won the cup. Yep. He was 18.
He was he 19? He might have been 19, 18
No,
or 19.
he was 18 when we won it.
Right? Chris says there's a familiar face. He loves your jersey. We appreciate it. We appreciate Ashley for showing up. E says hi to Ashley.
Hey.
Sammy says Thomas. That's right. But even if you go back, look at Johnson, Eric Johnson. I don't think Johnson started as a teenager. He might have been 20. Right? I don't think he started his first year. I'd have to go back and look. Yeah, I remember that. Remember him 18 drinking the Bud Light at the parade. I don't think there was any cop that was gonna.
No,
he was.
Not at all.
He was toasted. I know for a fact that. Well, I'm pretty sure that he almost fell off the bleachers. Right? Because there's one point where he's on the bleachers, and then I hear a story about there's one guy that's doing too much of this, and they had to take him down and kind of move him, and then I remember seeing him not on the bleachers, like on the side. So maybe it was him. I don't know. Fabry played here when he was 19. He may have. Right?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Right? He may. Well, so you see, but I think Fabry only got a few. No, because Fabry injured his leg, right? His very first thing. Right? I think he missed his first year to a leg injury.
I thought that was the start of his second, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, so I do have the pregame on. Thank you, Ashley, but I'm getting just commercial break right now. So maybe you're actually getting to see it, but I'm not. I'm
outside so that the kids don't disturb us. So.
Oh, okay. Thomas is 22 now. Okay, yeah. I don't remember the Blues being one of those teams that's had lots of teenagers in the. They haven't been that team, Now I do say they haven't drafted really, really high a lot. I think you go back in history. I think we've only drafted in the top 10, maybe 3 or 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I know we've only had the number 1 overall once. I know, and I'm not counting the expansion draft, the original expansion draft, because that was all messed up. But I don't think we had a high pick there either. I mean, there are only 6 teams, but so when you get out when there was just 12 teams, get out to where it was, all the, we start getting into the major expansion era. I don't think we've picked in the top 10 that much. And to have those guys, and a lot of times that we've had those guys, they've still gone to the minors. So, we haven't had a guy that just came and played right away. I don't think. I'm pretty sure that I mean, I'd have to look, but I'm almost dead certain. I don't know. He may have played that first year, but I thought he went back to college, because I think he was a college player. And I think he went back to college for a year before he came to the Blues. If anybody out there knows, you can help us out. Hey, man, 15 people watching. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to throw them fingers in the air like you just don't care. Let us know that you like it. Joshua's asking what I think about the lines. Interesting lines tonight. There was one thing that I really liked. I'm going to let Ashley start with this. What do you think of the lines tonight, Ashley?
I really like Tarasenko with Barbashev and Thomas. That line looked really good. The first game they played together in the preseason, they have a lot of spark, and I think that that's going to be really impressive tonight.
We got Wendy
Hey,
saying what's up. Hey,
Wendy.
Wendy, how you doing, buddy? Welcome. Yeah, it's interesting. There's a lot of things going on. Yeah, it's now the one thing that I don't want to say concerned about, because I'm not concerned. I like how this is going to go. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. There you go, buddy. I would like to see Bushnevich on that line. I
know
really would.
you've
I know
got this whole Studsnick thing going on,
yeah,
but
I know, but it just, I'm telling you, the way he played, the way he goes to the net, right? The way he goes to the net. You have during their preseason, there was you had it was Thomas, Tarasenko, and Bushnevich. You talked about that, right?
Mhm.
Where Thomas you had a shooter, a passer, and a guy that loves the net.
Mhm.
Well, I think Barbashev's that passer too,
yeah,
right?
I think that he could take that spot too.
Right? I think he's matured a lot. I think he's matured a whole lot.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
I really liked how Barbashev played in the last game. Okay, it looks like I got the Valley Sports app coming up. Yay! So I don't know how far behind I am. I get game on. I don't know what I'm seeing. Here we go. So it's just now coming up for me. I'm seeing them out there on the ice. I don't know how far ahead or behind I am, guys. Hopefully I'm not 5 minutes 20 minutes behind.
I don't think you're 20 minutes behind, but there is a lag that, like, during a game, I'll notice that it's like a 40-second lag.
Yeah, it's usually about a 40-second lag, 40-second to a minute and a half, and I've seen that. But this is this is I thought it would have come in sooner. I mean, I'm getting it kind of late, so I don't know. And this may be partially too because of ESPN and the way that they're playing it. They're doing things with that. So Darren McColson's seat is on fire in Chicago as the fans are ready to fire him out of a cannon. I seen that. I seen that. I don't think I get where the fans are. I don't think the team's going to be there yet. Right? I don't think the team's there. Oh, thank you, buddy.
I don't think that it's that far behind, though. I really do see that coming sooner than later.
Yeah, I mean, but
I mean, I'm not a Chicago fan, so don't get it twisted, but I have been paying a little bit more attention to the other teams, and they're not performing.
Yeah, this makes you do that, right? This makes you watch lots of hockey, and I sent you something today.
Yeah, that was great.
Pretty spectacular, huh?
Yes.
Right? And I opened the show with that stat, 17-4-2. Since 17, 18, right? Well, Chris, you're a great friend, man. We appreciate it, right? We appreciate it. One game so far, but this Blues team looks more physical, seems more willing to get to the opposing goalies. But they have to. They absolutely have to. They absolutely have to be in front of the net.
Exactly.
If they're not going to be in front of the net, they're not going to win games, right? That there's no ands, ifs, or buts about that. But the one thing tonight, what I'm looking at, and yes, so guys, if you watched the post-game show, we had a really good discussion about Bennington and how I was wearing
negative
Bennington
overcritical
colored Bennington non-colored glasses, right? So I have decided to give Bennington 15 games, right? Which should be about 20 games for the Blues, maybe a little more, a little less. But at the same time, I want to watch the defense in front of Husso, right? I want to see if we're playing the same type of defense in front of Husso. I want to see if a forward is getting back on defense, right? Getting back, playing down lower, opening up that end down there, playing back, allowing some of that. The one thing that I didn't like, that we had a lot of good open ice entries. You talked about that. Yeah. But what we didn't have was a lot of neutral zone passes, right? There was a lot of really passive neutral zone play in my eyes, right?
I don't know. I mean, in the first period, I thought the neutral zone was great. Even some of the goals that we scored in the second, like that one from Cairo. Oh
yes.
gosh, I forgot. That was neutral zone pass.
Both of the goals were neutral zone goals. I admit that. Right? Mm-hmm. Those 2 goals were neutral zone goals.
We can do it. It's just that we have to be consistent in doing it.
Yes, I agree. Let's see what I'm looking at now is the Berube style of play, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of people got on Tarasenko for that last game. I think he had 3 shots. Mm-hmm. He had 5 attempts, so he had 2 that missed the net. He was into 5 or 6 attempts, but for the most part, his defense was really good.
I loved his back check.
Shin's goal. Yeah, you're right. The Shin goal was neutral zone play. Matt Lowe, thank you for helping us out there. Really was a good neutral zone play. I admit that. 11 people, man. Give it up for Aaron Carter, Cotier, Chris Lambert, John Hefner, John Kennedy, Jameson, Jay Montez, my buddy, Jason Hurst, Joshua Ian, Matt Parks, Sammy Hams, Brad Johnson, and Brad Pond, and Marianne Holmes, all for giving us a little bit of love. Jason says Tank's a strong dude. He is, right? He really is. And his numbers in the last game were not what people think, I heard a lot of, Tank wasn't good, da-da-da-da. Oh, yeah. I saw the exact opposite, right?
I did too.
Okay, so let's see. He had 4 shots, 1 hit, and was -1. I think he had 7 attempts, right? And that's the one thing. They really don't show shot attempts, right? That's not an official stat, so it's not kept. But I'd like, he was taking shots. I'll tell you who needed to shoot and didn't was Neighbors, right? Neighbors had 2 or 3 real good looks.
Yeah, he did.
Right,
but at the same time, he probably had first game jitters. He was following through with his checks. He was skating well. He was passing well. So I'm not gonna harp on him too much. He's still learning.
He's a center. He's more of a center than he is a winger. I'll say that. I think he played. Mm-hmm. I think he seemed to be more center based than a winger. You're right. He is 19. Get it. But at the same time, so while you're making that excuse, he's 19. Remember what? And I just went completely blank. Austin Matthews did when he was 19.
Yep.
Actually, he might have been 18. Right? Think about this. Austin Matthews was 18 and scored 4 goals in his opening night.
That's insane.
Okay. So to me, is Neighbors Matthews? No, he's not of that same talent. But you always use the age as an excuse, right? And this is right here. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to with Bennington, with my Bennington thing. We have one precedent for one player, but we have another precedent for another player. It's not the same precedent. And when we do that, to me it obscures everything.
Okay, here.
And it makes it hard.
This is what I'm going to go with, since you're not keeping your promise already.
No, I'm not.
You're not. So I'm going to compare it to something else. You said Bennington. You just did.
Okay.
Anywho, so you and I are on the same page about Tarasenko. We are fighting about Tarasenko, but everyone that is anti-Tarasenko has valid points when he's not producing the points he used to. But we still choose to say, give him time. Okay. Bennington, you're not doing that. You're so anti him when you should be giving him time, like the 15 games you promised.
Right. Okay. So no, what I was trying to get at, I want to make sure that I was trying to make a point of what my issue with Bennington was. Not
the issue that we don't speak of for 15 games.
Okay, so that fair enough. Right. I'm eating crow. Performance required. Benner, Tank, etc. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Lambert, I still give Cinco a chance for right now, and not being a hater, I want to wish him well. Oh, I do too. I do.
It was just an example.
Yes. Your gut hurts. What does your gut hurt, Sam? Uh-oh, what did we do to Sam's gut? We give him a gut punch, I guess. The things that I'm hoping for today is 10 shots per period. I want to see that 30 shot mark, but I want to see it spread out.
Yeah, I want
I'm
even
looking for a
distribute.
solid. Oh, from laughing. Good. I'm looking for a solid second period.
Yes, we have to shoot the puck more than 5 times in the second period.
I'm also expecting a very good performance from Carter Hutton. He has played well against the Blues. I think, now let me look. I think his record is pretty decent against the Blues. I want to pull it up and make sure I got it and I get it right.
From what I read, it wasn't, but maybe I misread it.
Career versus opponent. He's 1-3-3. 8 games, 1-3-3, 341 with an 885.
See, not very good.
You're right, but the eye test that I've seen with him has been better. So maybe I'm wrong. He hasn't played him a lot since, especially he didn't play him all last year because he's been in Buffalo for the last 3 years. So that's got a lot. He's going to see them 4 times this year, I think. We see Arizona 4 times this year. This is the first of the 4. They have a new head coach too. That's something, and I cannot pronounce his name. Andre Borngi, right?
I'm not familiar with it, so I probably wouldn't pronounce it.
It's a French name, so I can't pronounce the French. I apologize. Let's see where we're at here. So that's kind of what I'm expecting. I kind of looked at, let's see where we at, guys, here. So we got a Latin. Ryan says, Hutton's garbage. E's on YouTube. Hey, E, how you doing? Chris Lambert, develop better neutral zone drives and sync up better with the forecheck. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. 20 minutes of great hockey.
Mary Ann, I got to applaud you for all your questions. I love it. Keep them coming.
There you go, Mary Ann. Let's not forget, Bennington was like the only player who stepped up in the playoffs last year. Being goated, but I'm not going to. Okay. No problem. Yes, I think Jaskin is playing tonight. I haven't seen their lines yet, unfortunately, but I do think he is playing. Let me go back and look. I had their lines pulled up earlier. No, he is scratched tonight. He is scratched tonight. So a healthy scratch. That's interesting. I would have played Jaskin tonight, right? I absolutely would have played him tonight.
New coach, new system. We'll see.
Yeah, but they were talking about this on NHL Network tonight about guys. They were talking about the Kraken's coach going back and facing Philadelphia, right? Because he had coached there, and how it means something to these guys when they go back, right? It absolutely does, and the fact that for Jaskin it means something. It might have been a good spot to play him tonight. Again, you go with it. God, boy, man, these guys are just baiting me. There you go. See, I'm getting baited, but okay. Now here's what, guys. I'll keep my promise of 15 games if you guys don't bait me. Okay,
I'm not baiting you.
You're not, but the commenters are.
I'm not baiting you, but I will tear you to shreds whenever you backtrack.
It just can't be baited. I always like Jaskin. I do too. I did, but I thought, he just seemed to not get in there. Arizona's D, I think they've got 6. They are dressing at the moment. They're dressing 6. Chichurin, Strauman, Gusterberry, Schotterholm, Snom. Oh my goodness, where'd they get these guys? Lubishkin, and Timmons. And here's the bad thing is I actually have something where I can go and listen to these pronunciations. Right? Let me see if I can do this real quick. See, I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it or not. I'll try and see if you guys can hear it. Actually, I don't think you will because the sound. No, I don't know. It might play. Let's see if I can bring this up. So it's actually a really neat thing on the media site. Here we go. You ready? Let's see if this will play. Did you hear that?
Nope, but I don't hear most of the things you play, so.
Well, no, it's playing. Well, it's playing over. So what you may not hear it, but everybody else might hear it.
Yeah.
Right. So I hit the wrong button. So yeah, so it does give you the pronunciation, and some of the guys might be able to hear this. Ila Yabushkin. There we go. So some of you guys might have been able to hear that. Okay, where are we at? Yep, need a full 60-minute effort from the boys. But, you're not always going to get a full 60-minute effort. I get that. They're D or forward heavy. They're actually more forward heavy. Ashley Leverage Jones. Sammy says he can't pronounce him either. I guess nobody heard it, right? Sorry, guys. Baiting. Well, I am a fisherman. That's what I do.
Nice one, Joe.
Oh, Andrew's here. Hey, Andrew, how you doing? Tell Joe we said hi. We got to get Joe on the show. Andrew, you got to get your buddy on the show. Biggest thing is don't think this will be an easy win. No, it's not going to be an easy win. I actually predicted a loss on the NH or the, what do you call it, Bluesnatics, right? I predicted a 4-1 loss. I don't want a 4-1 loss because in my fantasy league, so now here, this is going to make you laugh your butt off. So I'm going to tell you who is on my fantasy team. You ready? I have Dustin Brown, Nino Nettermeyer, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Ryan O'Reilly, Robert Thomas, Ben Chariot, Oli Mata, Jake Muzzin, Robbie Fabry, Nazim Kadri, Jonathan Marchessault, Ryan Graves, Colin Miller, Oscar Sundquist, Jake Garner, and then for goalies, I have Jordan Bennington, Brian Elliott, and Martin Jones. Yeah, well, see, I'm in a keeper league, so I got stuck with goalies worse than that. So I was able to pick up Bennington, which was, because trust me, in a keeper league like that, Jones was my starter.
Oh,
right, yeah. So I ended up I ended up picking up Jones, and I picked up Elliott. Elliott's now in Tampa Bay. Elliott's going to be a good pickup when he plays, right? Elliott's going to do well there. So I don't have an issue with that. I tried to pick up Husso today to handcuff my goalies, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I sent a trade. We'll see what happened. Sammy says, please share. Yeah, Sammy, you're great, Beatty. Thank you so much. Jason, I think you will see a way better team tonight. Yeah, I think, well, first of all, Arizona for the last 3 years has had our number. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about that. And we're getting close to game time, by the way. Has had our number. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about that. So we just got to hope that they play good, right? We just got to absolutely hope that they play good. I'm not sure if this is going to go straight to the game or not. They just need to play
their game and not let off the gas.
Yeah, they need to not let off the gas. I absolutely agree with that. They cannot let off the gas one bit, right? If they let off the gas, it's just not going to happen. That's all there is to it. So that's where we come. This is the first time we've had a 3-game road trip since I think it was 2005 and 6 to start the season. Right? That's something to look at too. Jason Hurst says first goal is critical. Sammy Helms says DP first goal. Jose, we need to shut down Clayton Keller. He's been a blue. Oh, he has.
Yes,
great.
he has.
Oh, that is absolutely Clayton Keller. I read this. I'll admit I read it that I don't know it right off the top of my head. Keller has been a Blues killer.
Yes, he has. I'm so glad that they traded away Eric Sinek because he was also a Blues killer.
Yeah, well, again, more teams, and they traded a lot of guys away just to
rebuild. Start their rebuild.
Keller. So last season, Arizona took 5 of the 8 meetings. Schmaltz had 8 points. Keller led with 4 goals. He has 19 career games. He has 16 points, 6 and 10. Right. So and Schmaltz, like you talked about, was 4-13 for 17 points in 23 games. Chicharin has 11 points in 17 games, and Gostbear has 4 points in 6 games. So these guys have done a little bit of tearing up. This is the 5th time that we've been in the same division with the Coyotes. I just kind of hope that tonight's game goes really well. Can you let me know tomorrow who won the game? Brad, Garland was a Blues killer too. Yeah, I agree. You know what? Send me a text to remind me because I got a lot of stuff going on. Oh, good news. As we're getting ready to go to the game, I found an apartment.
Yay.
Yes, we found an apartment. We'll be moving in here. So we sign the lease tomorrow. So let me. There we go. Okay, so we will be signing the lease tomorrow, and we'll kind of go from there. Hope you guys all enjoy the game. We will see you at the first intermission. We might shorten our intermission some, not go the whole intermission, kind of shorten them up because we're in a delay a little bit, so we don't know where everything. We're coming in late, we're getting out late, so we'll kind of shorten the intermissions. But hey, yeah, we appreciate each and every one of you. So keep watching, keep letting people know all about this. Down the goal horn. Okay, you asked for it, you get it. And Ashley, we know what the boys say. Oops, I got to put it on the right button. I still don't have a lot of use in my hand.
Blues. Let's go, Blues.
I know you can't hear that, Ashley.
I can hear that.
Oh, you can hear that. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, so you hear it from my sound machine. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so hey, everybody, this is Guy, the Y Blues fan. And Ashley, we need a nickname. Jones saying aloha, mahalo, and we'll see you guys at the intermission show. Aloha.